people are saying that Governor Mitt Romney is looking to hit the reset button on his campaign after picking Congressman Paul Ryan as his running mate. The goal to give voters a better sense of what the GOP ticket stands for as it heads into the Republican convention in Tampa. Here's Governor Romney speaking moments ago at a rally in Mooresville, North Carolina.
He recognized that honest people can have honest differences. And so he worked with them and convinced them and has created change in Washington at a critical time. And so I have selected this man to be my running mate because I want to change Washington and get America back on track.
And the White House immediately firing back, as is Debbie Wasserman Schultz, the chair of the DNC, taking aim at Congressman Ryan's budget proposal. Here she is on Fox News Sunday.
I can tell you that what would happen in either proposal, in Ryan 2 or Ryan 1, is that insurance companies would cherry pick the healthy people, cherry pick the best people to insure, and as a result, the folks who remained in Medicare would see their costs go up.
And let's bring in our political panel, Fair and Balanced, Sally Cohn, a Fox News contributor, and Ron Bonjean, former communications director for Speaker Dennis Hastert. Great to see both of you. Good morning.
Hi, Jamie.
Hi, thanks very much.
Sally, they talked today, Governor Romney and Congressman Ryan, a lot about specifics, probably the most specifics we've heard on where the budget will go, where they see the economy going, how many jobs will be created, and what will happen with Medicare and entitlements. Is this a gotcha moment for Democrats?
Well, I think, look, everyone who's saying that this is going to be a godsend to the campaign and get everyone to be specific and put ideas on the table, I think is correct. This is now going to be an election about two very clear choices for the future of our country. Now, the unfortunate thing here is that Mitt Romney has chosen in his pick to embrace the right-wing extremist House Republican wing of his party to try and placate the base that has been unfriendly toward him all along. And unfortunately, he's going to alienate mainstream voters who are going to be concerned that Romney-Ryan wants to end Medicare as we know it, privatize Social Security, gut Medicaid, and cut taxes for millionaires and billionaires in order to raise the deficit and raise taxes on 95% of Americans. Voters, mainstream voters, aren't going to like that, even no matter how happy the base may be.
But, Ron, some of the things they're talking about don't seem very extreme, like reforming the tax code. Like getting small businesses to be able to hire again. Are these some of the things that voters on both sides of the aisle would want to hear and want to see happen?
Well, first of all, I'd like to say that, Paul Ryan is a great choice that Mitt Romney made, and it is about two futures for our country, and it's about that decision. And I'm glad that Mitt Romney had the courage to start this conversation, or else we'd just be in the gotcha games that the Obama campaign has been playing for the past few months or so. What we're talking about is whether or not we want to go on the Romney-Ryan route, which is towards economic prosperity and growth, and cutting our deficits and saving Medicare for generations to come, or do we want to stay status quo and keep President Obama and have high unemployment, high spending, record deficits, have our credit was downgraded. If we want to keep on that direction, let's go ahead and reelect Obama. I think that Americans are smarter than that, and the fact that Paul Ryan is now on the ticket will help Romney go into the convention with a solid message.
Well, I want to ask you, Sally, because I'm of the opinion that women will, to a great extent, drive the vote. Ryan seems relatable. He has a family. He's risen up through the ranks. He's been reelected 7 times in his home state by a high margin. Are those the kinds of things that women will look at when they determine, as they make their budgets meet every month with their expenses, because they're responsible for that to a great extent, too? Is that something that will maybe steer them toward the ticket?
Look, we have great family people on both sides of the ticket, very appealable and likable people. And I do think that Ryan helps Romney in the overall likability, which has been a challenge for Romney. But the larger issue here is women, like all voters, are going to do the simple calculation of looking at which path forward will actually work for America. And it's very clear. Look, Romney, you don't have to listen to me. You can listen to what Romney said. Romney said that under the Ryan plan, Romney would have paid 0 taxes over the last 2 years. Americans, look, President Obama cut taxes for 95% of Americans. Mitt Romney and Paul Ryan would raise taxes for 95% of Americans and shift that money to pay for more tax breaks for millionaires and billionaires, which incidentally would raise the deficit that they seem so concerned about. So once the facts come out and we get past the sort of gloss of the new guy on the ticket, I think voters of all stripes are going to read the writing on the wall.
30 seconds, Ron, and Sally makes the point that we have two very dramatically different propositions now for the future of our country. Do you think that President Obama will now be driven to change his discussion of what he will do rather than saying we need more time, we maybe need a different approach?
Well, he's going to be forced into a policy discussion that he doesn't want to have because the policy proposals he's put forth and is passed over the past few years have been unsuccessful. You know, we have all said President Obama's a nice guy, but he's not getting the job done. We still have, like I said, high unemployment and low incomes. And that's what, you know, we talked about women voting. That's one thing that they care about is, you know, is in terms of the level of income, the price of gasoline, what's going, you know, those type of pocketbook issues that President Obama has not been able to solve.
All the things we are both sides dealing with every single day. Thanks to both of you. I'm told we're out of time. We will talk again.
Thanks so much, Jamie.
Thanks so much.
Have a great day. Appreciate it.
You too.
And Jamie will have some brand new reaction from Newt Gingrich on Governor Romney's VP pick. We'll hear his thoughts on the choice as number 2 coming up.
Those surprising little things she does still make you take notice. There are a million reasons why. But your erectile dysfunction? That could be a question of blood flow. Cialis for daily use helps you be ready anytime the moment's right. You can be more confident in your ability to be ready. And the same Cialis is the only daily ED tablet approved to treat ED and symptoms of BPH, like needing to go frequently or urgently. Tell your doctor about all your medical conditions and medications and ask if your heart is healthy.